to be the very best, like no one ever was. What's going on, people? It's your boy Calwu, and welcome to another episode of Planetwu. Today we will be talking about season 2, episode 9 of Moriarty the Patriot. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Is the best way to support my channel. And yeah, let's go ahead and rock it. So, I deemed episode 9 of season 2 in Moriarty the Patriot, The Fall of the White Knight, and Necessary Evil versus Pure Evil. This episode resonated with me in particular because the previous 2 or 3 episodes set the character up, Adam Whiteley, in a way to but in a way where everybody started calling him the White Knight. The reason he got the moniker the White Knight is because, for those that don't know, white knighting is somebody who does something good regardless of what might happen to them, but they doing it in a proper way, or standing up for somebody's justice who would normally be looked down upon or downtrodden. So Adam Whiteley is a member of the British Parliament, and he stands out from everybody else in the British Parliament because his radical and controversial statements that goes against the status quo of what the nobles of the society has set. And he pretty much wants to make it to where the same amount of power nobility has, that the common man has access to all of those things, besides the money, but has access to everything else easily, as far as healthcare, safe living, access to education and things of that nature. He wanted to make sure it was an even footing for everybody. And what made this episode in particular interesting is they introduced a villain, a new villain to the scene. They introduced a villain named Milverton, who had been watching Whiteley for a few days, and set it up to where he wants to take this righteous, by the book man. Because I also forgot to mention that Whiteley was a part of the Scotland Yard. He's a police officer too that went into Parliament. And so they kind of overlook it, and or not overlook it, but I kind of skipped over that and overlooked it, I should say. So Milverton set up one of Whiteley's closest friends, Officer Sturridge, who's also a member of the Scotland Yards, and he set him up by kidnapping his wife and kids, and then made him kill Whiteley's family. So Whiteley pretty much lived in this nice house. He was well off, and his younger brother, who was handicapped and in a wheelchair, lived there as well. So they killed the maid, they killed his personal bodyguard, killed his little brother, and then and Milverton didn't want to do it, but he did it to save his own wife and son. And in doing so, Whiteley pretty much was like, yo, I pretty much was doing this so my brother could, be well off and live well and live equal. And you literally just took that from me. So Milverton may turn Whiteley from the White Knight to the Black Knight, because he then killed Sturridge and pretty much fucked up his chances in Parliament with everything he wanted to do. Now, Milverton fulfills the pure evil part. The necessary evil part is fulfilled by the crime lords, aka the Moriarty brothers and their constituents, the people that orbit around him. So they end up finding out what happened to Whiteley and offered him a way out to kind of jumpstart everything he wanted to do, as well as ease his pain. So they offered to make him a martyr in the public eye. Make him a martyr in the public eye. And in that instance, it'll brush under the table that he killed Sturridge. Killing him automatically makes him a martyr because he's standing for what's right. and it'll make everybody kind of look at the British Parliament sideways, and help to promote everything that he stood for, as well as keeping his legacy intact and letting him die and going to join his brother in the afterlife. This episode was crazy how they put it together. The fight scenes in his mug was sweet. Like, everything about this episode was just like next level. And this show, like, if you haven't already, definitely check out Moriarty the Patriot. Everything about this show is so next level. Like, they've introduced James Bond in this mug. They introduced like Sherlock Holmes, Watson. They've introduced James Bond. Like, this mug is literally just a smorgasbord of like fictional and historical like figures that we know and like heard about, just all just put together in a story and all weaved together well in a fantastic manner. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for Moriarty the Patriot episode 9. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Like I said, it's the best way to support my channel, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. This is calwu from planetwu signing off, and be well. Peace.
Bear witness to the greatest. When you see me, success, it's a part of my nature. I'm from the deep, I know the streets, I see the nature of the beast. See the hunger,